Hey, what's up everybody? TooTallToby here, and in today's SOLIDWORKS Power Move, I'm going to show you some really cool functionality in sketch mode, and then I'm going to ask you to let me know down below in the comments where you think you could apply this in a real world scenario. Because I know I've used this before in a real world scenario, but I can't remember where I used it. So hopefully you can share with me down below in the comments some spots where you think you might be able to save some time using this awesome functionality. So what is it that we're talking about here? We're talking about merging two sketch lines together and forming one single line. And here's what I mean. If I create an additional line here kind of coming up at an angle and then a line over and now another line vertical. So this line is vertical, this line is vertical, and they're merging at this end point. I'm going to get rid of this horizontal line and I'm going to exit the sketch. And what we end up with is a break here between these two faces as expected. Well, if I go back into sketch mode, what I can do is I can take these two lines here, 1, 2, holding control and picking both those lines, I can make them co-linear. And then when these two lines are collinear, 1, 2, I can click on this point between those two lines and press delete, leaving me with one single line there. So let me press Control Z. So the real trick here is you got to make these two lines collinear first. And then you can click on this point and press delete on your keyboard and get rid of that break between those two lines. Now, what about these two lines over here? What if we wanted to do the same thing? Well, if we click on this point and we press delete, it doesn't work. Even though these two lines are both vertical and even though they're both aligned to the origin, so it's showing as fully defined, you still have to add that collinear relationship. That's the trick here when you're working with lines. So if I pick this line, and then I choose collinear, now I can click on that point and I can press delete, and there we go. It works, merging that together into one single line. So like I said, let me know down below in the comments if you can think of any real world scenarios where you could use that functionality. Maybe if you're working with construction lines, or if you trim or extend a line, maybe there's a spot there you can think of where you could maybe save some time in a real world scenario. I'd love to hear about it. The other spot you can use this is with arcs, but I will warn you, when it comes to arcs, it gets a little bit more finicky. So for example, if I created a shape like this, and then I take these two arcs here and I make them tangent, and then I make them co-radial. So I pick this arc, or you could also just pick the intersecting point or the merge point. And then you can see that's kind of the same thing, like picking one, holding control, picking the other. So make co-radial. Well, now what I can do is I can click on that point and I can press delete. It gets rid of that merge point and leaves me with one single arc. So there's definitely spots where I found that to be helpful. Like I make two arcs that are tangent and then I end up making them the same radius and making them co-radial. Well, I may as well just merge them together at that point and just end up with one single arc. One scenario where I have found it to be really helpful is if you create a situation like this. If I go and create a vertical line here, and then I create a tangent arc coming off of that vertical line, leaving me with kind of a shape like this. Let's say we do features extrude, bring it up into a shape like this, and then later I decide I want that to be a full circle. That's a spot where I found this to be pretty useful, because what I can do here is I can choose to create another arc that goes over here on this side. Maybe I'll just do another line here. So line coming off of here, come back, touch the end point, come around like so. And then what I can do is I can make sure that these two arcs are co-radial. So we pick one, hold control, pick the other, make them co-radial. Let's get rid of this line here, and then let's click on that point and press delete. Oh, gives me that warning again. See, this is where I said it can be a little bit finicky. So let me just try this a slightly different way. This time I'm going to do it with a 3-point arc here. So just kind of drop it there with no relationships. And I'll pick this arc and hold control and pick this arc and make them co-radial. And now let me get rid of this line, click on this point here and press delete. There, look at that. That time it worked. So I don't know. When it comes to arcs, it's really finicky. I kind of have to do like a combination of like tangent and co-radial and change the order in which I do things. And I haven't really made heads or tails of it, but I do know I have gotten it to work in a real world scenario, and it's definitely helped me. So let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about this tip? Did you know that you can merge entities together by deleting those endpoints so long as they're co-radial? in the case of arcs, or collinear in the case of lines? And can you think of any real world scenarios where this might be helpful to save you time? Let me know down below in the comments. Maybe I can make a future video about your real world scenario. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to subscribe. And if you like my style of teaching, be sure to visit us at TooTallToby.com/training. We've got a lot of great courses to help you go from zero to hero in the world of SolidWorks. And I will look forward to seeing all of you in the next TooTallToby Power Moves.